Hey, my name is Lance. I'm designing a product here in real time with you, episode by episode. The goal is to literally start designing it and within 6 months raise $100,000 for the product on Kickstarter. My background is my current company, we've raised about $2.1 million on Kickstarter. And I've launched in my lifetime like 10 of my own projects and launched a ton of others. So I've done tons of product design and launched tons of Kickstarters. So if you're wanting to do product design or Kickstarters, stick around. This is the place to learn it. So the last couple of episodes, what we did was we actually drew. Well, first I kind of explained the concept of what exactly we're doing here, what this product is. The slight overview is it's a battery for an iPhone. It's transitioned over time. It's now going to be really focused on wireless charging, all in one kind of unit. Then the next thing that I covered was this drawing. So I pretty much just traced my iPhone, talked about some of the concepts. So if you haven't watched that episode yet, go watch episode 1. This will be episode 2, where we kind of cover, now we've reached this point, what's the next step of contacting manufacturers, figuring out kind of what battery sizes we have here, and going from there. So let's jump over to, we'll jump into my desktop. I was using this last time. The main thing that I want to kind of figure out today is, so last episode we talked about how this was going to be a battery here. So this will be a battery, this will be a battery, and then this will be a wireless charger here in the middle. With MagSafe, there's kind of some magnets here that make it stick to your phone. So really, if I Google, let's jump in and Google what size battery does the iPhone 12 have? So we see it's a 2800 milliamp hour battery. So if we divide that by 2, that's 1400 milliamp hours on the bottom and top. So that's kind of how I'm thinking we're going to be setting this up, is 2 batteries, a top and a bottom battery. I want it to equal 1 full iPhone charge, but we kind of have to split it up because the charging unit, the wireless charging, is actually right in the middle of the phone. So I think we'll have to split it up and then have this port kind of down here on the bottom area. So what I think the next step is to really jump into Alibaba. And let's do, last time this was a search for disposable things, so that's kind of how I came up with the concept of disposable iPhone batteries. But let's jump in and do a wireless charger battery. So let's see. Right now we have leather. This is a quick fast charge mount. This is just the wireless charger, so I think this will be for MagSafe type thing on the back of the phone. So most of these are just wireless chargers. I actually own this exact one. It's on my desk currently. I really like it. I got it from here, from Amazon, not from China. But this is actually just a wireless charging unit, so that's really interesting. So what I'm going to do here is open up a Google Doc. Let's switch emails, and then open a Google Doc. Or sheet, I guess. And I will call this sheet, I'll do a new blank sheet. And let's call this just like a doc. My computer is slow as balls right now. But this is battery doc, battery suppliers. That's what I'm going to do. So essentially all I'm going to do is in Alibaba, I'll grab this URL and I'll copy it into here. And I'll do that a bunch of times. So I won't necessarily do that on the phone with you right now. By on the phone, I mean on YouTube with you right now. Not really sure how I said phone. A little embarrassed by that. And then I'll go through and say, okay, this is really cool. Like, I really like and should order one of these just wireless chargers so I get a good grasp for how big it is. For me, I have a wireless charger here, so that's what I'm gonna do, is take that apart. But this is really cool. Change this so that all of these wrap around, and then, man, you guys are probably so frustrated with this. Wireless charging coil. This was, and you can kind of just do this, take notes. The middle one, 450. And doing this, you can also get like a good gist for like, okay, how much am I going to be in just cost with this? The other thing, so this is kind of how I would do the wireless battery side, right? So we're pretty much just seeing wireless batteries when we scroll down this, or wireless chargers, I mean. Not really any batteries. Let's see. So this one is just, so 55 milliamp hour battery. That's like 2 full charges of an iPhone, which is really cool to see because it's like, oh, okay, that's really small actually. That's a little bit smaller than what I was thinking. So this actually might be a decent option for this product. So this is a full phone case, which I'm not interested in, with a massive battery, and then it literally just plugs into the bottom of your phone. But this is also a really good contact for what we're doing, because we can make this pretty much the same thing, but add a wireless coil in it. So that's really, really interesting. So I'll do that. You double click and then put it in there, then it'll wrap around like I want it to. So I can say iPhone, battery, phone case, and the price was like 11 bucks, right? So let's say 11.15 is the price. So the cool part about this is now we have this dock, right? This dock sitting here of like, okay, now we understand wireless charging coil is 450. This battery is actually twice as big as what we need, plus a phone case for $11. So even if we just had to add both of those up, we're still at like $15, which is totally reasonable. For pricing, you want to times that by 4. So if I can sell this offering for $60, all of a sudden we are sitting pretty good. So that's a really good next step. This is where I'm going to end this episode. I don't want to keep these episodes too long. I can literally ramble on forever. This just gives you a really good grasp on exactly what to do. This next episode, I'm going to show you actually contacting these suppliers, how our conversations go, and continue from there. So if you're interested in this, what I'm doing is literally starting from nothing to $100,000 in sales on Kickstarter within 6 months. So follow along with this journey. Go ahead and subscribe. Like this video. It's free to you, and it does a ton for me, so I'd super appreciate it. And also write in the comments, what are you interested in knowing? What did I not cover in here that was a little bit confusing? And what would you like me to cover in the next couple episodes that are also really hard for you? So anyway, thanks so much for joining, and we'll talk to you guys next time.